Osceola County Sheriff. This man is on the other side of the law. Marcos Lopez, along with two co-defendants, are now behind bars. They're accused of protecting a massive illegal gambling operation.
Yeah, we have team coverage tracking every angle of this developing story. We begin with our co-anchor Meredith McDonough, who is live outside the Lake County Jail, where the sheriff is waking up this morning as an inmate. Meredith?
Yes, Annika, big difference here. The former Sheriff Marcos Lopez will make his initial appearance this morning in front of Judge virtually around 9 a.m. We'll sure to have all of that covered for you. But he spent the majority of his career sending suspects to jail and to prison. And now he is the one facing charges today. Now, take a look at this video. It was just less than 24 hours ago that Lopez was arrested while in uniform. Homeland Security officials taking him into custody in Orlando to be booked in the Lake County Jail. All of this happening just before noon yesterday. Now, there's a 12-page charging document from statewide prosecutors saying that Lopez was involved in an illegal gambling enterprise starting in August of 2019 while he was still a deputy. And then it all continued after he took the job as sheriff, using his position for personal gain. Prosecutors say that he used his office to shield the operation from law enforcement. Now, Lopez has been charged with 1 count of racketeering and 1 count of conspiracy to commit racketeering. Both of those are first-degree charges. Now, in total, the state attorney general's office says that this criminal organization brought in more than $21.6 million in illegal proceeds. Now, although Lopez faces 2 charges, experts that we spoke to say that racketeering is not just one single act, so prosecutors will have to prove a pattern to secure a conviction.
Prosecutors generally only bring these charges against organizations when they believe they have been engaging in very well thought out and organized felony activity. The charges are very serious and they face some very stiff penalties.
Now, that local attorney there in Central Florida went on to say that in cases like this one, convictions could result in a maximum 30 years in jail and then fines up to $10,000. Now, in this case, officials say that this stems back years. So we want to take a look at the timeline to see how we got here. Investigators say that this whole gambling operation began in 2019. Now, Lopez was still just a deputy at the time. And after his first election as Osceola County Sheriff in November of 2020, the Attorney General says that Lopez then continued to collect some of those proceeds. Then in 2022, they say that Lopez and his co-defendants began operating a gambling house at the Fusion Club in Kissimmee. They say that they ran a lottery there and also slot machines through 2024. All of this was uncovered in a federal and state investigation that looked into illegal gambling in 2023. It was Homeland Security here who made the arrest of Lopez. The Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement, under President Trump and Secretary Noem, no one is above the law, including public officials. Now, another factor here in this case is that Lopez is not the only person here or defendant involved in this. There are 2 more suspects. They have been arrested, and it's Carol Coate and Sharon Frederick. They've already been booked into the Lake County Jail for the illegal gambling operation in Central Florida. Both are now charged with 2 felony charges, and they're also set to go before a judge today. Now, Governor Ron DeSantis did suspend the sheriff shortly before all of this took place, and then he was booked into the Lake County Jail here behind me. And now there is a new interim sheriff taking things over in Osceola County. Paola Tristan Arruda continues our live team coverage this morning. And Paola, you have new information here and more information on this interim sheriff.
Yeah, Mayor, the governor appointed Christopher Blackman as the new interim sheriff. We know that he is a very experienced law enforcement officer. We also know that he was the Central Region Chief for the Florida Highway Patrol, a 35-year law enforcement veteran, and leads more than 850 sworn troopers. Blackman also serves as the FHP's statewide immigration incident commander. He says he got the call and learned about all of this yesterday morning.
Everything has been like by a fire hose. We're trying to ensure the employees here that this is not a systemic problem at the sheriff's office. This is a problem that occurred with the sheriff, and he's got to answer for his charges.
Blackman says he's planning to bring stability, leadership, humility, and trust in the employees at the office to do their job and do it right. His goal is to get the office back on track. And as you can imagine, Mayor Blackman says that this news came as a big shocker to a lot of people in that department.
Oh, for sure. And then also for the folks in Osceola County, to the community there, we've heard for years that Marcos Lopez has been a leading figure, not just as sheriff, but also as his work before in the community. And we're also hearing from some of them who are shocked by this news.
It's not a good look to sheriffs, LEOs, that kind of stuff. Being a business owner in Osceola County, not a good look either. So yeah, that's basically the same stuff. And being Hispanic, he let it out. Not a lot of community there.
That was a shock. To me, that was a shock. I couldn't believe that was part of the gambling, if it is. I mean, again, he's been arrested, he's been charged, but he's not been convicted. So we all need to keep tabs on that and kind of say, hey, maybe it's not true, maybe it is true. We have to see what the evidence comes out with.
And some of the residents there in Osceola County were surprised by the kind of charges that Lopez is facing. The Kissimmee Police Department posted a statement on their social media page clarifying the involvement in the arrest of Sheriff Lopez. It said, quote, the city of Kissimmee has received numerous inquiries following the arrest and suspension of former Sheriff Marcos Lopez, and also went onto the city and that the city of Kissimmee and the Kissimmee Police Department are not involved indirectly with the investigation that led to the arrest. Now, WESH 2 News will continue to follow this story here as it develops and as the former sheriff makes his initial appearance this morning at 9 a.m. We'll have that covered for you right here on CW18. And there's still a lot to come out of this case. This morning we'll have those breaking updates on air and online on WESH.com. We're live this morning in Tavares covering Lake County. Meredith McDonough, WESH 2 News. Jason Sonica, back to you.